Hi, I'm Vlad from The Verge, taking a look at a Motorola Xoom 2. This 10-inch Android tablet will be known as the Droid Zyboard and sold by Verizon in the US, and it also has a smaller sibling, an 8.2-inch Xoom 2 Media Edition with almost identical specs. Speaking of which, the Xoom 2 has a new IPS LCD display, a 1.2 GHz dual-core processor, a gigabyte of RAM and 16 GB of storage. The Zyboard in the US will come with LTE connectivity, but the Xoom 2 and its Media Edition are both Wi-Fi only. Relative to the original Xoom it replaces, the Xoom 2 is 33% thinner, 10% lighter, which means it matches the measurements of the iPad 2, but it's still a little bit thicker and about 40 grams heavier than the Samsung Galaxy Tab 10.1. The curved corners of the Xoom have been replaced by a more angular, trimmed down look, which is distinctive but doesn't really improve the ergonomics of the tablet. Build quality is great, however. I couldn't get it to creak or flex at all. The aluminum back feels strong and the rubberized sides will protect from bumps. I do have to take issue with the placement of the power button. It sits too closer to the volume rocker and is usually a massive pain to find and activate. As with the original Xoom, the display up front is covered by Gorilla Glass. What's new here is that it's an IPS LCD, which looks far brighter and more natural. Viewing angles on the Xoom 2 are very good, although the backlight sometimes overwhelms the image when you look at it from the side. It's not quite on the level of the iPad or the iPad 2, but it matches the IPS panels that you can find on ASUS's ePad Android tablets. The camera in the Xoom is surprisingly good. It can take great photos in natural light and isn't too horrible in low light situations either. As tablet cameras go, this is one of the best I've seen yet. Video recording is also good. The Xoom 2 does it at 30 frames a second and 720p resolution and usually produces nice and clear results. The real Achilles heel for this tablet, as with most honeycomb tablets, is actually in software. Although its responsiveness on the home screen is improved from the Xoom, I found a lot of lag and stutter in some of the core apps, things like Gmail, the official Twitter client and the browser. Animations on the Xoom 2 aren't anywhere near as fluid as they should be, and scrolling and transitions rarely look fluid. That's a letdown when you consider how much processing power is at the Xoom 2's disposal. But if you want to look on the bright side, Motorola has already promised an Android 4.0 upgrade for this tablet, so these problems may be only temporary. One very good thing about the Xoom 2 software is Motocast. This app syncs up to your PC and lets you remotely browse and sideload files onto the tablet. You can stream video or music over the internet, or you can opt to download those files. Installing is a cinch. All of the files you need are on the tablet already, and you just connect it via USB and it works on both PC and Mac. As Motorola's second attempt at building a honeycomb tablet, the Xoom 2 is a vast upgrade over its predecessor. But the limitations of its platform, including a persistent lack of tablet-optimized applications and some sluggish performance of its own, hold it back. The iPad 2 remains the best choice on the tablet market today, but if you have to have an Android tablet, I'd recommend Samsung's Galaxy Tab 10.1 ahead of the Xoom 2.